stream. I know it's been a while since I played the last part, but let's make sure this is looking well. Yeah, we're looking well. All good, so get you shared out. Okay, here we go. We defeated 2 last time. In the second one, I'm really embarrassed for how bad I did. But in my defense, like, I'm still new at streaming, so the interacting with the chat and playing games it really is a whole different animal from playing a game, and I went where the second weak spot was a few times and it never popped up.
Abra.
Okay, so come on, horse. Move it.
Abra. Abra.
Okay, what gives? Is the drift keeping me from moving my horse now?
Abra.
Settings, controls. Okay, so now we go here. The stellar gameplay, I know, but I'll get better. So I was looking at some stuff in a Warhammer group on Facebook, and I seen this like huge footage of this huge tabletop game that had a bunch of Titans, which for those of you that aren't aware, Titans are these giant robots, and there's a huge one called an Imperator class Titan, and like okay, there's the game Titanicus, which is a smaller version where it's just Titan versus Titan, and the Titan models are about as big as like Battletech miniatures, and it's more or less 40k Battletech. And then there's the Titans that are meant to play on the tabletop with your regular Warhammer minis. This Imperator class Titan was one of the ones that's actually meant to play tabletop, or in the case of this, floor top. No, I'm not even joking. Imperator class Titan, and like, the models are pretty much to scale, so a Warhound Titan, which is a pretty big model, and it's one I'd love to have if they were cheaper. I'm not paying $600 for one, and it's huge in its own right, is more or less, you put Space Marine and Imperial Guard next to it, it's pretty much going to be comparable to how they're supposed to be in lore. This Imperator class Titan, which, if you look Imperator class Titan up, it's an awesome looking design. It's basically a giant walking robot with a gun turret mounted church on its shoulders. It looks awesome, and that's what they had on the tabletop. Only this mini, and I use the word mini in the, like, very loosest definition of the term, was ginormous. Like, it was almost as big as the guy fielding it. It was like, had to be about 4 feet tall. I don't even want to know how much that costs, because if the Warhound, which is pretty big in its own right, is about $600, and the Warhound's probably about 1.5 to, well, it's pretty big, like, but nowhere near as big as the Emperor. Like, that Imperator Titan had to cost in the, like, thousands. It looked awesome, but just, that's just someone who takes their tabletop wargaming very seriously. Like, it looks cool, but just, like, you need the, if you're gonna have a Imperator class Titan in your house, the Imperator class Titan is gonna need its own room. But I'd like to see footage of like a full tabletop Warhammer 40k Ultimate Apocalypse game. I want to see a battle report video with someone fielding that Imperator class Titan. And speaking of tabletop, they released the Alpha Strike box set for BattleTech, and Alpha Strike is basically the tabletop RPG version of BattleTech. Oh, my fault there. And like, it's got a bunch of the minis I already have, but it also, I want to get it because just I like painting minis, and it has everything and with that, actually, yeah, I'll still need to get 2 other box sets, but hey Angela, how's it going? But that'll let me build some cool mercenary lances. I'm playing Shadow of Colossus, playing it real poorly. I was playing just got done playing Ragnarok. Today's playthrough, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it really hits right in the feels. It's basically this guy, his sister was sacrificed, and he's trying to resurrect her, so he has to go around killing these giants called Colossus. And I think it's ultimately gonna kill him in the process, because every time he kills one, he blacks out. What are you thinking about how Ragnarok's going? I got a few theories myself after what I just played, but I can't go into them without spoilers. But what Murmur said about understanding the prophecy to subvert it, I got a good understanding about something. Come on, big guy. You think he's gonna sacrifice himself to save Atreus, Odin? Oh, I'm gonna have to pause that to read that. I think Kratos is going to sacrifice himself to save Atreus. Fenrir is going to come back and kill Odin, and the giants aren't dead, and they're heading... They know exactly... Murmur does at least... And Soul to Freya, and he get... Well, you're on to a few things there. I can't go into spoilers, but let's say I think I know where Fenrir is, I'll say that much. I think I'm pretty much 100% positive I know where Fenrir is. Let's just say at least the next couple streams Lethal does are gonna be really emotional. Ragnarok. Hold on, let me see that. He said that he had a white wolf here. Hey, Interval! Nice to see you in chat. Ragnarok and all the... Yeah, Freya's... It's gonna be interesting with Freya, to say the least. Yeah, I'm starting to think Thor might not be like the monster he's been made out to be, or at least not a monster of his own making. We might see some redemption for him. at the very least, he seemed interested in fair play with Kratos. Do you have work today, Interval? See, watch this, Angela, and tell me if you think killing these is killing the main character. Yeah, that the black souls or whatever fills him, he passes out, and he wakes back up in the shrine, so I think he's gonna save his sister, but it's gonna be at the cost of his own life. I like how when these Colossus die, it's treated as something really sad.
Abra.
What's the myth about Thor and his wife?
Abra.
Let me read that. Their daughter Thor argued with her parents and kidnapped by a giant. Never found how the myth goes. They're still searching for her. There's like, in all the ancient mythology, it's all surrounded by so much tragedy. Listen, Greek especially, that's a... We're Greek tragedy. Oh, there's a save point out here. I finished Ghost of Tsushima. You want to talk tragedy, pretty much every character arc in that game. Yeah, the landscape is gorgeous in this. But listen, in Ghost of Tsushima, pretty much every character in that game, their story is tragic.
Abra. Abra.
And like, I love the main character's story arc in Ghost of Tsushima because he's a samurai, but because of the Mongol invasion, in that the Khan knows their tactics, he has to fight in a very unorthodox and unsamurai way. So he basically has to decide that the safety of his island and the safety of his people mean more to him than his honor does. I want to check that game out. Is it just on PC or is it on consoles as well? It's both. Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to be coming to PC at some point. And like, just all the characters, just one of the characters that helps you in that, Lady Masako, she's the last surviving member of the clan. Her sons and husband were killed in the invasion, and someone who wants revenge on her while the invasion was happening had her killed her grandchildren, so she's literally the last surviving member of her clan, and her story is just so heartbreaking, especially the stage where you go to the beach and find the Mongols. The Mongols actually hanged her sons. It's like you get invested in her story, and you even get invested in wanting to see her get her revenge because she's literally lost everything. Like, the part with her sons, that had me in tears, because even before... I'm not gonna spoil who she ultimately has to get revenge on, but it makes it even more brutal when you realize why. But like the stage with when she finds her son's bodies, even before that, like at the beginning she takes you to her grandchildren's grave and she's talking about how she misses the music, and you can play the flute for her in memory of her grandchildren. Listen, it's a great game. I was so sad when it was over. Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, the main character, Jin Sakai, yeah, he was essentially, so to speak, stripped of his honor. What they weren't like infant grandkids, they were like, I guess maybe 8 or 9, somewhere around there. Oh, never, I misread that. I think you're talking about Cat Lady. But I was saying, like, Jin, in my opinion, he never lost his honor for the simple fact that he decided the safety of the people was more important than his honor. That sounds interesting. If my PC can run it, I'm gonna have to check it out. In a lot of ways, the game's all about family. So many of the characters, so many of their motivations is, I want to avenge my family. I want to keep my family safe. I want my family to be respected. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a fan of those. But like I said, I feel like 2018 is Kratos' journey to becoming a hero. For me, the moment when he was like trying to reason with Baldur and he told him the cycle has to end here. That was the moment when he finally became a hero. I get, they're still not, like, everyone's things. I get Odin is supposed to be the bad guy, but like I'm mixed about how they handled Odin in that game. I'm not sure if modeling him after like a mafia boss was the best way to handle him. Listen, I was expecting just someone bigger and bulkier. I mean, he had a good height to him, but he was kind of like toothpicky. And I have no clue where I'm supposed to go or how I'm supposed to get there. Maybe it's just a case of he let himself go, because there is a random conversation in the canoe where Atreus is talking about when does he get the physique like his father, and Kratos is like, I had to work for this, and he didn't get it because Baldur seemed to have a similar strength and he wasn't built. And Murmur told him, if you want to look like your father, you're going to have to work for it. Yeah, kind of like, again, a character that was partially inspired by him, Gandalf the Grey. Gandalf being somewhat ragged looking. in a lot of ways, as far as his appearance, he was almost like the complete opposite of what Zeus was supposed to be. Yeah, a big part of Tolkien's inspiration for writing Lord of the Rings is because England didn't have its own true mythology, so he set out to create his own mythology. I read that in high school, but I don't remember much of it. I remember being real disappointed when the... Oh, Galadriel, not Grendel. I read that wrong. But talking Grendel, like, I remember reading Beowulf in high school. I don't remember it well, but I remember when I was excited for that CG movie that came out several years ago, and being extremely disappointed that it didn't follow the story the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, Freya might have been the inspiration for Galadriel. Because Norse mythology was some of his biggest influences. Oh, this is getting rough here trying to find this. So that could be it, as long as, like, some stuff, even though it wasn't allegorical, like, his experiences in World War I also shaped some of his writing. Like, even in the movie where that scene where Boromir's talking about how you just don't simply walk into Mordor, and how he even describes the air as being toxic, like, that dialogue is very true to Tolkien's experiences in the trench. Okay, so I'm supposed to get up here somehow. Yeah, it's hard to fit the whole Beowulf, but, like, they could have done a lot better than that version made it out to be. I'm gonna have to consult the guide because this is getting silly at this point. Apparently I'm in the right area, wrong spot. You do seem to have a knack for predicting what's gonna happen. I looked it up. Apparently I wasn't supposed to enter in here. This, if you want to believe, this is the fourth Colossus, if you want to double check. Yeah, I think I see what I did wrong. Yeah, thank you. I wish there was a button to, like, swim faster. Yeah, he does look dead already. theory time, maybe he and his journey is realizing it. That could be possible. Kind of like how in, can't think of Returnal, that the game was about dealing with grief. I'm actually amazed, especially I was sick down with COVID for most of the playthrough. I was amazed that I was able to join in and actually jump in and pick up at the end that this game has to do with grief. Which I'd argue that also makes it a game where the difficulty is very appropriate because you're dealing with grief, which is difficult. And even the fact that when you die, you go back to the beginning, that happens so much with grief. That you think you get better, and then you just go back to the beginning, which is denial, and you're just in that cycle till you force yourself to overcome. I wish that one was cross-gen like Ragnarok. I'd love to play it. Yeah, there goes the fire trucks again. We've been having a lot of fire trucks go off here lately. Someone's been... I wish this wasn't true. Calling in bomb threats at Walmart a lot. Yes, someone really bored and really messed up. And if whoever it is bored, they're gonna have problems with boredom when they go to prison. It was like a few years ago we had this huge forest fire in the area. It was started by someone. He's since gone to prison, and he said the reason he did it is because he was bored. There was a couple years ago where fake bomb threats were getting really bad. Yeah, people are weird like that. It was like sometimes it seems like for every story of something good, there's at least 10 of someone doing something horrible. Probably part of the reason I'm not the most socially outgoing. I can socialize, I enjoy it, but all things being even, I'm happier staying at home. Let's see this again. Because I at least want to get this guide. And look at the controller drift. I'm not even touching the horse. Alright, I should have it this time. I must have been off on the number then, because I'm... The... Hold on. I got the open... The thing is, though, it's telling me it's right here. Because the way the swords lay... Yeah, I think I'm glitched out. Because I didn't even get the... Yeah, something's... was supposed to happen that didn't happen. Does it show what it looks like? Because this is supposed to be a bird one. I'm supposed to go up here, and it's supposed to trigger the cutscene where he shows up. I'm actually watching the Let's Play of it now. He crawls up the... Yeah, that explains it. I'm like... Okay, that makes me feel better that I wasn't doing something wrong. You see the big tall pillar in the middle of the lake? He's supposed to be perched on it. I guess I'm gonna call it a night because I'm glitched out. The conversation was fun. Hope to see you on the next one and in Lethal stream, because you're gonna love what's coming up in Ragnarok next. So take it easy, like, share, comment, subscribe, over and out. Hopefully next time this will work.